What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Views, and today you are in for another special sneaker review. So, we always talk about Nike Dunks, right? And it just continues. They just don't stop. The colours that keep on coming and coming and coming. And you just think they're out of kind of colours and just seem to come with another shade or another sort of colourway. And today we're going to go through the Nike Dunk Low Women's Rose Whisper. This sneaker is very, very cool. It's kind of similar to the Harvest Moon with more of a pinky shade, but it's very, very cool. And yeah, let's quickly get into it. Let's take. So before we get into it, as ever, today I will talk you through the detail, the design, colorway as we just discussed, retail pricing on this, resale pricing, sizing as ever, which is the same with kind of Nike Dunks, and as ever, my opinion at the end before an on-feet review. So let's get into it. So here we have it, the Nike Dunk Low Women's Rose Whisper. As I touched on, it's pretty similar to the Harvest Moon colorway, just got more of that pink touch to it, as you can see. So as standard with these dunks, like I usually say, a lot of them have that white background, right? So the white toe box, white side, white towards the back, and then a colour on the outside in terms of kind of around the toes at the front here, the mud guard towards the back, with the swoosh, which I like. As ever, I'm kind of going back to, I guess, the leather and the materials on these dunks. They're not the greatest. I know I touched recently on the Nike Dunk by You pair that I had. It's so much better than the Nike Dunks that we're getting in the stores right now. Special standard ones, if it's not an LX, if it's not a premium, if it's not kind of an SB, you just don't get the same quality of leather, quality of material. So again, it's that plasticky leather that we talk about. Nonetheless, this is a great color. I think guys can wear this, girls can wear this, kind of anyone. Literally, it's a very, very cool colorway, and one that I thought would have been a lot more popular than it is. We'll touch on that kind of when we get to resale. As we move down, a little bit different to what we usually see. So kind of you've got the white midsole, which is standard. The outsole is a little bit lighter shade of pink than the leather, as you can see there, or lighter shade of kind of rose, which is unusual. It usually is the same. So yeah, kind of that's my thoughts there. It's just a little bit different. In my personal opinion, would have kept it the same, but maybe people like the softer tones on the outsole there, and I'll show you for the day, as you can see. So it's a very, very cool shade. As we go to the back, just to show you that Nike in the white material there. In terms of kind of the whole sneaker as a whole, I really, really like it. I noticed something different that we don't usually. So with the leather, you usually get a grey outline of where you see where the leather's cut, or a black outline. On here, I don't know if you could just about see, there's that kind of like that orangey, dark pinky tone, as you can see there, just above where the leather's cut. If you can see it here, through here. That's something different, and I like it. So if you can attach the trainer at a different angle, it's pretty cool. So nice little touch there. I don't know if it was intentionally done because of the colour of the leather, but I really like it. It's kind of something different. Kind of as we move to the tongue, you've got the nylon tongue, which I really, really like on these dunks, and you have the Nike logo with the swoosh in that Rose Whisper colorway. So really, really cool there. So not too much to kind of touch on these. As we know, as with the dunks, they're pretty similar, right? You always know what you're going to get. Unfortunately, the leather's not great, but all down to the pricing, as we've previously touched on. Another thing I want to point out on is probably just some of the defects. I know that makes so many of these, but you can see just here to the front, you can see the colour runs from the outsole to the midsole. A little bit of disappointment on this pair, especially as well on the other side. So yeah, a little bit poor for the mass production of Nike there. But again, you're not paying 150, you're not paying £200 for this pair. You just don't get the same quality that you do on those pairs. But yeah, that sneaker, very, very cool. But yeah, kind of points to make out would be just poor quality in terms of the leather and some of the finishing on the outsole there. Another thing I would say is kind of, I know you got the pink laces or the rose busted laces. Would have been cool if they added a white pair in too, but as we know, you don't seem to get two colors. Why Nike? Why don't you give us two colors of laces? Kind of, you're paying premium for, well, you're paying a decent amount for these sneakers. They're not kind of 50, 60 pound sneakers, but as we know, you need to pay 10, 20 pound more if you want to get another pair of laces on these sneakers, it seems these days. But yeah, so there we have it. Moving on in terms of kind of retail price, how I got my pair and resale. So retail was £90 in most stores. I didn't see Nike release these straight away, so I don't know if they've released them yet. I haven't seen that. I got my pair in a JD Sports. JD Sports actually selling them for £100. So I know so many stores across the country released those. I believe it was Thursday of last week. So many stores released those. In terms of pricing, yeah, so they went £100, so above retail, which we're used to. We're used to a £90 mark on the standard dunks. I think Office also released these, so I'd imagine they probably had a similar pricing on there. And I know Size, I think Size done some raffles. So hopefully you guys are able to get your pair, fingers crossed there. But if you didn't, kind of look to that resale market, hopefully you can kind of pick them up at a steal. So yeah, that's how I got my pair. In terms of resale, you're looking at about, I guess, anywhere from like 110 to 140, 150, depending on kind of where you're selling them, what size you're looking at, and that's kind of, you guys know how that works these days in terms of sizing. I think some of the smaller sizes are selling a little bit better, but again, it could be a dunk for the future. I think this is one, it's going to go very, very cool in the summer. It's not one of those dark colorways. I think it will be a very, very cool summer sneaker, and it could make a difference to the Harvest Moon sales. Let's see if it makes a difference to that market as well, just because of the kind of the similarities, and at the moment a cheaper sneaker. So yeah, that's kind of how I got my pair. In terms and resale, in terms of my opinion, I really like sneaker. As I touched on, I'm not keen on the leather, the quality leather. I myself prefer the SB Dunks or Premium Dunks, that come out, just because you get more than you're paying for. You get your money's worth, I should say. And especially when you're paying £100 for these rather than £90 that is the standard retail, you feel that you pay a little bit more you should, but you get a lovely colorway. So colorway kind of keeps it where it should be. So kind of without further ado, let's go check out the So there we have it. That is the Nike Dunk Low Women's Rose Whisper. Very, very cool colorway. I hope you guys loved the video. I hope you like the sneakers. I hope you like the content. And as ever, please do drop your comments in the comments box below. If you like the comment, please do like, subscribe, and share. It really, really does go a long way, and I appreciate your support so, so much. And yeah, so we've got a few more Dunk reviews coming up. We've got some Union Jordans coming up over the next week or a few days. So keep in touch and kind of keep an eye out for those. The subscribing will help. And as ever, take care, everybody, and thank you very much.